Coast of North America, most interesting migrants. The salmon traverses rivers. The salmon begins. The mother lays her eggs in a stream. The first special nutrient sac in the egg. A few weeks later, to find they spend about a year creating and salt water. The reason in the miraculous journey that the salmon will make. On a spring morning, thousands of salmon begin to migrate down the river. They will arrive weeks later is the magnificent Pacific Ocean. As they enter the ocean, a genetic mechanism in the salmon causes a change in the makeup of their bodies, enabling them to live in salt water. In the next 1 to 4 years, they enter the ocean. Coast by Alaska in a great arc and return again. At the end of the journey, for the final and most difficult of their life, they, that is, to the stream they were born. Now they begin upstream, the opposition to the one they traveled years to reach. Up them. jump high enough to scale waterfalls. They can meters out of the water to climb. Sometimes they doggedly pursue their journey for distances reaching. This journey, they eat nothing, using energy stored in the ocean. Those who survive, without fail, reach the river where they were born years earlier, and they have their duty, and a short time later, they die. The salmon is one of the most amazing phenomena in nature. Is it that after thousands of years in the sea, they can find the very stream in which they were. They must find their own stream from among the thousands that flow into. Then they must swim up. Despite the several branches in its course, the salmon must make the right decision at each continue in the right direction. Venture. First, let's consider the answer to the question, why? Have been created with to enable them to make this journey. They have been created in the ocean by sensing the Earth's magnetic field. Basic question is this. Find the very streams in which they were born. This, something else, a different is required. Research has shown that salmon are created with a very delicate smell. They can find the stream in which they were born, following its smell. The stream has its own smell, but it is true. Every stream has its own between the different positions are almost too small to be detected by any nature, except the salmon. One of the most interesting occurrences of the salmon happened in the Prairie Creek Fish Farm in Northern California. A discovery made at this farm revealed an incredible adventure of migration. Before, old salmon were working with the other salmon were the remains of a special to the fish farm. This showed that this salmon had been grown farm and later to the ocean. But this salmon turned from and got farms covered. There was a clue to how this could have happened. There was a box covered with a metal grill to the overflow channel. The cover Could the salmon have entered this channel in its attempt to get and enter the pool? There is no explanation for occurrence, but it seems impossible when you consider the distance the salmon had from the ocean to this pool. In order for the salmon to get back to the farm where it was born, it had to begin its journey from the point where the Redwood Creek flowed into the ocean. The salmon would swim 5 kilometers to the current and at this decision and go to the north, but further on there would be branching. Would receive 2 very similar signals. Were the middle of this branch. For the salmon would have been to go in that direction, go to the left, and began to approach the farm from behind. The reason for this decision was the area. Channel that comes to the water the fish farm. Most water flows through this channel, and leaves absorbed it before it reached the river. But the water in the channel was able to reach the river. It was enough to guide the salmon. To recognize, follow it from the way the channel, having to swim and crawl its way through 5 meters deep water. Later, it has in the channel. If it succeeded in getting it would still have cover. It must have been squeezed in the inside this wooden track. Salmon did not give up. 12 centimeters in diameter, which connected. It made its way through this pipe and finally came to its last obstacle. This obstacle, hitting its head against it with force. So, at the end of this incredible journey, and reached the pool where it was born earlier. When officials realized, they wondered whether other salmon returned to the of birth. They and looked in the channel underneath. They found a total of 77, each with a tag from the farm. Extraordinary story gives proof of the creation. journey made by the is calculated. It is by itself a program that directs the salmon to years later the river in which it this. It is certainly not that the salmon possesses a natural compass that allows that it has the most sensitive world. All created and decreed for it. The one who created the salmon with all its extraordinary capabilities is Allah, the creator of all living things and the Lord of all the interesting creature, honeybee, which only feasts on the honey it produces. In hives they construct with care. Inside the hive, thousands of small hexagons made to in order to fill these, the bee collects the bee means take risk. The latest scientific research has revealed that it is half a kilo of bees must visit about 4 million individual flowers. Finding these flowers is for this, the bees appoint themselves among their number. In that are vast compared to their act without. How do you plan to these the source of flowers? When we examine these questions, we come up with some very interesting facts. On the screen you see a bee for the source of flowers. The job of this bee is to return to the hive and inform the of the place where it found the forager returns to its hive. It describes the location of the as discovered by other bees. It lets the other bees taste the small bit of nectar it has collected from flowers, which about flowers. This is a very interesting way. Dancing. Making its body to believe. Of course, it dance, shaking of the other all the information about the location. For example, if the lines towards the upper part of the source of is exactly where the are located in the opposite direction, the bee makes lines in that direction. Dancing towards the right. shows that the flower is exactly 90 degrees. Forager bee is 5-degree inclination to the bees explain the direction according to the every 4 minutes the sun moves towards that the bees. However, observations have shown that the bees take account of the environment. As the forager bees give direction, for angle move to the west. Fast calculation bees never lose their way. The forager bees don't give information about the flowers, but list the duration and the number let the other bees know the exact and then on the journey. This bees was tested in an experiment done were placed in 3 different locations. Afterwards, forager bees discovered this container were marked with a line, and those who came to the 3rd minutes later, the bees were observed watching these forager bees. Scientists also marked with watching forager bees other bees as those of the arrived at the first container, bees marked with a line, and those marked with a plus sign found the direction from forager bees. These amazing organization. Small insect that does not have the of thought or intellect act as a forager. When it think to search out even if it thought about it, how would the dance technique inform the others source was located to it? Bees in the hive being movement vibrations of the messenger bee. Which claims life on Earth came about by chance, has no answer to these questions. These special qualities their Creator gave them. Allah created them to do their work. This fact is in the Quran. Your Lord in the hives, mountains, and in the trees that they eat of all the fruit in the ways of you. There comes forth from in which most surely sign in the reflection. And the earth, creator and ruler of all beings, the author of wondrous. That granted was built countless numbers of times, like machine times. It depends on how well it is controlled. To be able to remain hovering in the air or to be able to land where are at least life. For this reason, human beings are of new of their military advantages. Come up with is quite primitive compared to that of the very flying creature, the dragonfly. The one with the main created the design of the latest model of was produced in the dragonfly firm floating images of the dragonfly. Afterwards, take the dragonfly. Thousands of illustrations were made on the computer. Then, people of dragonfly contains a design superior to one plan and the back goes as a one fly has been placed by accident quickly. 50 kilometers an hour for an and a meter 10 kilometers an hour. Light is very supported by a very good light. Has a totally different point. All information from these eyes is it like a marvel ability. As for the maneuver of the more the dragon is fighting the wind birds that hunt it. Very clever. Finds another fly comes into the world after having gone to a series of changes. Patch time hold the tune for themselves. With a very slender but strong red. To them, distinguished from the four have an about 5 weeks. The fourth generation completed an 8-month migration. From another group the monarchs meet each beginning of the monarch start out on their journey any day. One day, for 2 months, they forest. Millions of trees, 4 months, December, and fat stored in their bodies, only drink water. In the spring, for the month after waiting I have the equinox, when and died shortly afterward. Before they died, the year for about 1.5 later, generation seated the fourth, which again begin to migrate. Might can bring many questions to mind. And always coincide on equal life calculation that had never before gone on a model to be created with a perfect migration plan to the plan complete the migration. The monarch had died in the winter, and the monarch species created with the problems is that after a maneuver, it is determined relative to the ground. After the maneuver, if the pilot is confused about which side of the plane is up and which is down, the aircraft may crash. These have developed a gyroscope. This instrument shows the pilot a horizontal line indicating the horizon. The pilot compares the horizontal line is able to the plane's position in an instant. For millions of years, the dragonfly has a device developed by technicians. When the dragonfly's body changes in flight, hairs between its body and its head are the nerve cells information to the dragon. To this, the fly automatically number and move. system is indeed a wonder of engineering. An intelligent person will start to think, the dragon is the extraordinary system it possesses. Wings, the motors that drive the wings, and the superior system. Excellent design. In the body of the dragonfly could have come about by evolution, that is, in chance. Is that must exist at the same time. Have appeared with the confirms lies in 20 in the fossil earlier period resembles dragonfly appeared, the fossil record shows that it has undergone no evolution. Fossils of dragonflies are completely 140 million that you are looking at. A dragonfly beside it, there is no difference. These facts once the invalidity of the theory of evolution of both the dragon and all to be. The Lord of the world created all living creatures. There is no other power strong enough to create even life. This fact is revealed in the Quran in the mankind. Even if they were to join together to do it, cannot get it back. How feeble are both the seeker and the sought. The creatures we have examined are only a few of the wonders of creation. Interest endows all living things in nature with their wonderful properties, and each one is a proof that she has power. It is important to be able to see creation in nature and to grasp this. From it. The Quran say He brought creation out of nothing. Then later Allah will bring about the next existence over all things. This film is based on Harum Yaya's book,